Let's do it again, people. Bass solos in the house. How you guys doing out there? Did y'all have a nice weekend? Did you get your rest? Let's do it again. We ain't gonna be long tonight. Like you and me, baby. Hey Joshua, hey Joshua. How's the birthday boy doing? All right, Joshua in the house. Let's do it in the morning. Sweet dreams in the sun. Stay up next to nothing. Stay up in midnight. So sleep come on. Zoni Honeybee, Amy in the house. Just getting good. Just getting good. Just getting good. We gotta do it again tonight, people. We got some topics coming out. Time for the 414 in the house. I'm not gonna hold you guys long tonight. Did y'all get plenty of rest? They solo did. Yeah, we got some good stuff we're gonna talk about tonight. I wanna do it again. Let's do it in the morning. Sweet dreams in the summertime. Sweet baby. In the next tonight. Sweet in the sweet, sweet come on. Come on in, people. Just getting good. Just getting good. Just getting good. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it again, people. Do it. Do it. How's it going out there, everybody? Welcome to Bay Solo Channel. Shout out to all my moderators that's in tonight. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I did. Yes, I did. I had a wonderful weekend. I got plenty of rest, and I still got plenty of rest even today. Yeah. Gotta take that me time. Gotta get that me time in. You gotta get time out for yourself. Some good rest. And those that are still working, you gotta get some good rest to even to go to work. Yes. I have a few topics I have tonight. If anyone have a topic, they can bring it forth on the panel. It's fine with Babe Solo. Yes, I am going to bring tonight, the Congress passes a mega bill that harms school meals programs. This is very important. I feel that need to be mentioned for those that are watching afar off, those that do the replay, and those that are inside the chat. You can spread the news and tell other people that need to know about these things because it's very, very important. And then next, we're going to talk about the countdown to federal cuts to school lunches. And then we're going to talk about food pantry brace for greater demands after the SNAP changes. Last of all, why are the Republicans raising taxes on people making under 30K? And I have a video for that one. You get to see the video, you get to see them in the chamber discussing why are you raising taxes on people that's making under 30K. They didn't say Republican, they didn't say Democrat, they didn't say independent, they said people. So that goes for anybody that's making under 30K. We're going to get to hear about that. So now let's go and introduce one another in the chat room. Let me see who's here today. Let me see who's here. All right, let Basil get her sound up. You guys probably didn't hear nothing I said. Did you guys ever did hear me? My mic was down. I was just talking away. My mic is down. I don't know if you guys heard me. Did you guys really hear me in here tonight? Anybody say something? Did y'all hear what I said? I don't think y'all heard me. I realized my mic was down. Hi, Deborah, Arizona Honeybee. All right, Deborah. Deborah said, welcome to all the new subscribers in the chat from all over the world to Babe Solo's channel and family. Oh, that is so sweet. And I hope they really mean, I really mean that. I do. When my moderator put up people, I do welcome to all new subscribers to the chat from all over the world to Babe Solo's channel. Yes, and family. Yes, please. I do. I mean every bit of it. I do. Thank you, Deborah, Arizona Honeybee in the house. And Deborah, Arizona Honeybee is bringing the rules to the chat room. Detective rules of the chat. Please be respectful to the host. Yeah, I'm the host. They Solo. My moderator is the one with the wrench by the name. The wrench that go. You know, you want to tighten up some bolts. That's the wrench. And those are my moderators with the wrench by their name. So far tonight is Joshua, Gabrielle, Amy, Sean B. 414 is in the house, and Deborah, Arizona Honeybee. These are the moderators are in thus far. Please be respectful to them as well. And fellow viewers in the chat. Those that come into the chat, we must respect them as well. And they must respect us as well as they come into the chat. And those that are watching on the outside, enjoy the channel. They Solo welcome you as well. Oh, thank you, Deborah, for the rules of the chat. And she said also, there is no tolerance zone for bullying and trolling. And trolling. And trolling. Yes, no tolerance over here. It gotta be that way. It's the only way we're gonna be able to get to where we're going over here. So thank you guys. Thank you, Deborah, Arizona Honeybee, for the rules of the chat. All right. Hi, Joshua. Joshua said hi, Babe Solo in chat. Hey, how you been, Joshua? I hope all is well with you. Hi, Amy. Amy said hi, Deborah, Arizona Honeybee. I hope all is well with you, Amy. Amy said hi, Joshua. Oh, Sean D. 414 in the house. He said, good evening, Babe Solo and everyone. I hope you had a great time on the weekend, Sean, watching football. I know about the football was on. Yes. Sean said, hey, Amy. All right. Deborah, Arizona Honeybee said, hello, chat and moderators. Sean D. 414 said, hey, Joshua with the strong arm hold. All right. With the prayers to you guys. Oh, it's a blessing. All right. Sean said, hey, Deborah. Oh, that's so nice. Sean said, hi, Amy. No, Amy said, hi, Sean, 414. All right. Amy said, check your email. Gotcha. Going right now. Going right now, Amy. Yes. Oh, all right. Oh, yes, it's a good one, Amy. I would definitely play it. I watched it today. I believe with Key, the leader of the Democrats. Oh, he was good. And then I love the way Jasmine Crawford talked and the other Democrats, because the reporters were so, why didn't you this? Why didn't you that? Why y'all ain't talking about the officer that shot that lady? But you know what? They've straightened her out. They sure did. I will play it, Amy. Yes, I will. It's coming up. Yes, I will put a star on that. Thank you, Amy. I got the email right here, Amy. I got it. Thank you. We will discuss it. Sean D said, open football season. Yep. Some of the football teams are losing on a regular basis, but I don't worry about that. Just enjoy the game. There's gonna be a time, it's gonna be years and years when people lose and lose and lose, then they come back to win, I just enjoy the game. Somebody was having a meltdown. They wanted their team to win. They was having a meltdown, Sean. I just said, sure, think of something happy. Just enjoy the game. That's what I do, because I know things can happen when you don't win. I mean, you can lose for 10 years in a row, but they still getting paid. That's one thing about it, they still getting paid. Yeah. So anyway, since I greeted everyone in the chat, thank you all that's for today. And I'm going to let's get started with why are the Republicans raising taxes on people making under 30K? Why? So I have a video. Amy has a video. Amy has a video on, let me type it in here. This is what Amy brought to the panel. Amy brought to the panel about what happened with the Democrats today, because the Republicans brought it back up in the chamber. They brought up a committee for the January 6th. They're trying to twist the word on what happened that day, of course, to clear up, who the orangutan. They trying to make sure the orangutan look good when the orangutan is falling apart. Mm-hmm. Look at it. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. That's the orangutan. And that's the airplane. It's a hot mess, y'all. I had to throw that up there about the orangutan. Yeah. And Shandi said, tell them to lay on coach and tell them they need therapy. Shandi, I don't know what's going on with this football. People are losing. They're not winning. The Bears ain't been winning. The Chicago Bears ain't been winning. What's that team? It's a team that's not winning right now. I can't think of the name of it. They played this Saturday. They were playing Saturday. Yeah, I got the name of the team. I really don't be looking at the name. I just be watching. All I know, they have on different uniforms. I don't have nothing against nobody watching football. I don't have nothing against nobody having football. So that's why I say I just be watching. I'm not one of those people come in and change the channel. I don't want to see that stuff. I don't do that in my house. No, I don't do that. I let them watch the football. I let them watch. This is what Amy brought to the chamber tonight, and we're going to see the video. I just want to write it in here so you guys can see it. Y'all, be patient, people. Some people don't have patience. I do. Yeah. Here we go. I'm getting it in here now, Amy. It's about January 6th. They got them a committee now. They did something. Republicans did this, you guys. The Republicans got them a committee. They trying to wipe everything away from what happened on that day. Trying to make orangutan look better. But it's not going to work. We all seen what happened. I seen it with my own eyes. Come on, the new January 6th committee. Yeah, a new. What the hell wrong with these Republicans? They just make everything up. They make everything up as if we're stupid. Ain't nobody stupid here. Okay, this is what Amy wants me to show you guys tonight, right here. White House Democrat leader holds news. It's the new January 6th committee. And guess who they are? The Republicans. It's the Republicans. So, hold on. Hold on, let me turn this down so you guys can hear it. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to take this down. And you guys going to get to see what.
Oh, well, it was shameful then, and it will always police officers seriously injuring more than 140 brave men and women of law enforcement. It was an unprecedented assault on the American way of life, on the rule of law.
I'm getting it together, you guys.
Law and on the very fabric of our democracy. Donald Trump and House Republicans are now determined to whitewash that day that will always live in infamy. House Democrats will not let it happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Donald Trump and House Republicans spent all of last year promising to lower the high cost of living in the United States of America. In fact, Donald Trump promised that he would lower costs on day one. That hasn't happened. Why didn't it happen? Because on day one, Donald Trump was too busy pardoning hundreds of violent felons who brutally beat police officers on January 6th. It's shameful. It was shameful then, and it will always be shameful. And under the leadership of Democrats on this so-called January 6th subcommittee, we will make sure that the American people continue to receive the unfiltered truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It's now my honor to yield to the top Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee and ex officio member of this subcommittee, and one of the country's leading champions for democracy, the Constitution, and the rule of law, the Honorable Jamie Raskin.
Thank you, Leader Jeffries. And Leader Jeffries was a hero on January 6th when he insisted that we go back to the floor and complete the counting of electoral college votes. And he's a hero again now as he opposes this absurd and ridiculous effort by the Republicans again to spread lies when the truth is completely known. It would be a lot better if they were proposing that we get together on a bipartisan basis to actually make some progress for America. For example, we could start by trying to restore 17 million people to Medicaid coverage who are about to be cut off because of their actions. But the president and the MAGA followers cannot stop returning to the scene of their crime. You know, they already attempted a rewrite in the House Administration Committee in the last Congress when Mr. Loudermilk led an attempted Orwellian rewrite of what took place on January 6th, 2021. The fact of the matter is they have not laid a glove on a single fact that was presented in the report of the bipartisan select committee on January 6th. All of their bizarre counter theories about Antifa and about the FBI have been completely and thoroughly debunked. They have gotten nowhere, and yet they insist once again on returning to the scene of the crime. That gives us the chance to educate new generations of Americans about the dangers of political authoritarianism and about the dangers of political and religious cults. We are also going to demand that this forum finally become a time of national reckoning with the fact that 140 of our police officers were wounded, injured, hospitalized, disfigured and disabled by the savagery of Donald Trump's mob. Speaker Johnson and Donald Trump have done absolutely nothing for our police officers. They won't even put...
You know what gets me about this stuff? Everybody knows that the orangutan did this. Everybody knew. But the orangutan, he said he's sitting up there being president of the United States of America. 34 felonies, a rapist. Wow. Sex trafficking. But you know what, people? I don't let this type of stuff get to me because his day is coming just like you have your days. You know how we have our bad days? When I say bad days, I mean the deep, deep bad days. I mean bad days. I'm not talking about somebody hurt your feelings, things like that. I'm talking about some bad days. These people look like they doing okay. They're not. The orangutan is falling apart. I got a video with Crockett talking about they want to know what's wrong with him, why his skin coming off. And I heard that he's putting makeup on it now. That's why we have not seen his hands looking bad. Somebody said it was a double. But remember this? Remember this right here? Of Donald Trump? He's using makeup. He's covering it up in makeup. Yes. Something is wrong with this man right here. He look like cotton green. Looks very nasty. Very, very nasty. Oh, hi, Sarah. Hello, everyone. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Welcome, Sarah. How are you, Sarah? Yeah, we're talking about the Republicans. They become the new committee. And I was showing a little bit of the video where they opened up a committee and the Democrats said they're not going to allow them to water watch what happened on January 6th. They're trying to change everything. They're going to try to show different cuts and clips of videos as if none of this stuff really happened. And I know doggone well I saw this with my own eyes. I seen everything with my own eyes. What did you say, Sean? Sean said he keeps his hands under the desk during a press conference. Yes. But you know what, Sean? But let me see. Let me move this on down. Let's see.
Clean your iPhone before.
What I noticed, somebody thought maybe he had a double, right?
Storage.
They said he got a double standing in there for him because, you know, his stuff is coming loose. They're covering it up with makeup.
And so
with makeup.
On topic questions, but I will briefly just answer.
Let's see where she talking at, where she coming in at.
A third round. You see, if we recall, there was a January 6th committee that had come together. And because of the work that was done on that select committee, we ended up with a number of indictments. And when I say a number, I'm not talking about 5 or 6. I'm talking about well over 1,000 people that were indicted. And then after being indicted, meaning that a grand jury was able to hear the evidence and decide that there was enough for the Department of Justice to go forward. We had a number of cases that were tried. We had a number of defendants that actually entered pleas of guilty. So explain to me why it is that now that we have Trump back in office, they decide that they want to litigate this over again. Here's the reality. I can tell you that the results will still be the same. On that day, there was an attempt to tear apart our democracy brick by brick. In fact, they laid the foundation, unfortunately, for what we are experiencing right now. Because if those in power had done what they should have done, which was to go through with an impeachment conviction, none of us would be enduring what we are enduring now. But again, why now do we want to do this? I personally believe that this is about distractions and division. You see, the president doesn't want you to focus on things such as his involvement with the Epstein files. You see, the president doesn't want you to focus on things that he promised on the campaign trail, such as to lower costs for the American people. The president doesn't want you to focus on his failed secretary of HHS and the fact that we know almost 100 children thus far have died from something like measles. He doesn't want you to focus on the things that truly matter to the American people that are trying to survive now. Instead, again, he wants to divide and distract. So let me be clear. We are not going to allow them to whitewash this. In fact, the leader was very thoughtful when he decided to put together this team. All of us know a little something about the law because we've all practiced law.
All right.
And we are going to make sure that the American people get the truth, no matter how many lies they put out there. On January 6th, Donald Trump not only incited the attack, he doubled down by pardoning those violent insurrectionists.
The
When
Proud
did he
Boy.
do that? On his very first day in office. It sends a dangerous message that violence against our democracy is rewarded, not punished. No one, no matter how powerful, is above the law. On this subcommittee, we will follow the facts. We will expose the lies, and we will continue to hold accountable those that try to overthrow the will of the people, including the president. This is not about Democrats versus Republicans. This is about defending the Constitution we all swore an oath to uphold. The American people deserve honesty, accountability, and leaders who will protect democracy, not tear it down. I am committed to making sure that the American people know the truth about January 6th and remember all those responsible for the defilement of the Capitol. And with that, I will turn it over to Jared Moskowitz.
Let me tell y'all something. Jasmine is still going to be on that new committee. Akeem not going to be there, but it's going to be 5 of them that's standing up there right now. They will be on that committee, and they said they're going to have a hard time because they're going to fight. The Democrats going to fight for the truth. So can you imagine all them hours they're going to be in that room talking about January 6th, trying to change it around? Oh my God, I've seen it for myself. I don't need nobody to tell me about January 6th. I watched the whole thing myself. The whole world watched it, tell the truth. The whole world. But I'm not going to let this stuff that get me all wrapped up in their mess because I got my own life to live. And so all I know the truth. And I know other people should know the truth too, but then we got some people out there, they like mess. They like to be messy and they go right along with the mess. So don't worry. We're going to have more on this, Amy. And thank you, Amy, for bringing this forward on the panel. Thank you so much. But I'm going to tell you, it's about 4. Let me get towards the end. I believe they're going to announce who's on there, who's going to be on that panel.
Question on the other.
Let me get it.
That fuels this.
The only other thing that I just wanted to add is that I am tired of us continuing to push a lack of civics in this country. When we were elected to serve in the U.S. House, our main job isn't to do local policing. We have local police, and that is their responsibility. We also have local prosecutors, and that is their responsibility. But when there is an attack on the Capitol, that is a federal issue. And so we need to stop conflating what federal law enforcement should be doing, what local law enforcement should be doing, and who should be doing what. And I also want to point out that it is so rich that the Republicans believe in small government. And this is the biggest government that I've ever seen, because they have decided that now they are going to somehow be the local police that is going to solve local crime as the federal level. That is not what we're supposed to do, especially on our level. What we do is we write federal laws. That is our job. And that's the lane that we're going to stay in. And the only reason we're talking about January 6th is because the Republicans are the ones bringing this, not us.
Yeah, you see that? But everybody want to.
Could we please get your reaction to that?
Everybody want to blame the Democrats for everything. It's the Republicans making this new committee for January the 6th. All this stuff was done and said. They don't want it to stay like that because it makes them look bad, because they all was against Biden winning the office. I believe the orangutan is out for revenge. That's why he's attacking the American people, because when he didn't win in 2020, that man have a vengeance. He's having a revenge on the United States of America because he didn't win to stay in office when he lost against Biden. That's my opinion about the orangutan. Yeah. And then Sarah said, hello, Amy. Amy said, the leader should be the House Speaker. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Amy, but you know, the Republicans got the House and the Senate. So Akeem is the leader of the Democrats. He is the leader of the Democrats. That's wonderful. He do got that spot. So we got to see what happens. People got to get out and vote. It's all about voting, people. And Sean said, hey, Sarah. Sarah said, hey, Sean D414. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are all speaking. But then I want to get to the end where Akeem said that who's going to be running that.
They know the
Let me see.
What are the next steps in the FTA inquiry as far as Democrats are concerned?
Yeah, well, I have more to say about the birthday note, but right now I'm going to let Robert Garcia and the Oversight Committee Dems speak to that issue. Next question.
If Speaker Johnson does not approve your picks for the select committee, will Democrats still participate in this?
We're not going to deal in the realm of hypotheticals, but what's interesting is that Republicans have brought this situation on themselves. They blindsided us by dropping this January 6th subcommittee into a rule in the dead of night so that it wouldn't have to be comprehensively debated on the floor of the House of Representatives.
Cheating
And so
Republicans I ever seen.
they have decided they want this January 6th subcommittee. It's going to be housed before the Judiciary Committee. Jamie Raskin, as the top Democrat on the Judiciary Committee, will be an ex officio member, according to the protocol that has been previously set forth by Democrats and Republicans. Eric Swalwell is the top Democrat on that committee, a member of the Judiciary Committee. Jasmine Crockett, a member of the Judiciary Committee. And Jared Moskowitz, a member
Now,
of the Judiciary Committee.
those are the people that's going to be on that new committee, and they're going to be sitting up there fighting with those Republicans over all this mess. Hold on. Yeah, so that's what I'm letting y'all know. So it's still going to be some mess about January 6th. I'm focused on voting. I am, you guys. I am focused on voting. So anyway, I had another video I wanted to show you guys. It was, let me get it right quick. It was concerning, thank you, Amy. That was a good topic. Yes, I know you, maybe one day he will become the Speaker of the whole House. That's because that's when people gotta get out there and vote, Amy. If these people are serious about their livelihood and their food getting cut, all that stuff, they got to get out and vote and put people in the place that wants to help. So right now, everybody goes, anybody, you can vote for people and they still don't do their job. Well, you gotta vote no matter what. Like I did. I had to vote between Tiffany Henyard or Napoleon Harris. I voted for Napoleon Harris. I wasn't going to let Tiffany Henyard stay in the seat. Just like the orangutan Trump, there's going to be some other people running for president. I'm not going to vote for the orangutan. The orangutan that lost his mind. He's insane. No. But I got in mind who I want to vote for as president. I sure do got in mind. That's why you got to learn these things and you know who you want to vote for. So now I want to talk about this right here. This right here. Why are Republicans raising taxes on people making under 30K? And I'm going to let y'all see the battle, the showdown about this 30K. It's going to happen right now. Mm-hmm.
Increase in their taxes of 74.3%. And from 15,000 to 30,000 of 20.6%. Is that correct? Or is that, did you guys make a mistake, or is that like
no mistake in the numbers?
The people at the lower income brackets are getting screwed over by a Republican majority that doesn't give a damn about them. You know, I'm somebody that was supposed to not go to college. I ended up working at Subway and Target. I had zero health care. And to me, you would tell somebody in my place, you know what? We're helping you out. Just giving you a little bit. But the billionaires are the ones that make the most money and deserve the most help. That's your logic. But you all want to have a tax plan that increases taxes on people making under $30,000 a year, the folks that are struggling, and then cutting their Medicaid on top of that. That's the most insulting thing I've ever heard in my life. Next page in 2031, anyone making less than 15,000 sees that. Check this out. I thought this was a mistake. I thought I was not reading this correctly. An increase in their taxes of 74.3%. And from 15,000 to 30,000 of 20.6%. Is that correct? Or is that, did you guys make a mistake, or is that like
No mistake in the numbers.
the people at the lower income brackets are getting screwed over by a Republican majority that doesn't give a damn about them? You know, I'm somebody that was supposed to not go to college. I ended up working at Subway and Target. I had zero health care. And to me, you would tell somebody in my place, you know what? We're helping you out. Just giving you a little bit. But the billionaires are the ones that make the most money and deserve the most help. That's your logic. But you all want to tout a tax plan that increases taxes on people making under $30,000 a year, the folks that are struggling, and then cutting their Medicaid on top of that. That's the most insulting thing I've ever heard in my life. Next page in 2030.
Okay.
Anyone making less than.
The reason why I had to show you guys all this stuff, because this is important. I don't know. Some people don't want to hear it. Some people just don't want to hear it, but they don't understand. It's going to come knocking at your door one day. And then you're going to be like, damn, all this stuff coming. It's coming. I don't care what state you live in. And if your governor fight for you, that's good. Yes, that's good. And Sean said, don't forget your stickers. Yeah, I voted sticker. You got that right, Sean. Don't forget your stickers. But I'm telling y'all, this stuff is coming. Wait till I tell you about this. This is important right here now. I need y'all to know about this. This is important. And just be patient with Babe Solo, because I'm trying to let y'all know what's happening. That's going to happen. It's already been put in motion. It's already been voted for, and the orangutan and already signed it into law. So there's no ifs and buts about it. You can't get around it. It's going to happen. This is it right here. This is going to happen to our children. Right here. Countdown to federal cuts in school lunches. Trump administration restriction on Medicare and SNAP enrollment will limit students' access to free meals. Deep cuts to federal health and food programs and President Donald Trump's signature will make it harder for students to access school meal programs. School leaders are struggling to prepare for thousands of kids to lose access to free school lunches under the new law. Experts said the impact will be it would be devastating, since school lunches is beneficial to students' overall health and in their progress of learning. The cuts to school lunches are the latest in a string of cuts impacting children, including staff cuts at Head Start and previously frozen funds for summer and after-school programs. This stuff is coming to your state if you like it or not, because the man did already sign it into law. Children receiving Medicare will provide health insurance for low-income disabled citizens, and SNAP, the country primary nutrition aid program, automatically qualify for free school meals. Expect declines in Medicare and SNAP enrollment due to new eligibility restrictions will impact student access to free meals when the changes hit after the 2026 election. Did y'all hear me? This is the countdown to federal cuts to school lunches. Right now, children that's on Medicare, they are qualified for their SNAP and their free lunches in the program. But expect decline in Medicare and the SNAP food stamps enrollment due to new eligibility restrictions will impact student access to free meals when the changes hit after the election in 2026. This is why I'm letting you guys know this is going to happen. All right. Now, cuts to those federal assistance programs will mean fewer kids are directly certified, which means fewer schools will be eligible for the community eligibility provision, said the director of Hunger Free New Jersey. New Jersey is having this. It's in New Jersey. It's happening in other states. It said the local, federal, state leaders work together to protect the school meals. They're trying to protect the school meal. We're going to see cuts to programs such as SNAP, Medicare, resulting into dominoes effect and for the children we serve. For many of our community, these policies means life or death. There's children, I know y'all know this happening. I have seen kids go to school, coat too small, one sock on, the zipper is broke. It's freezing outside. Some kids send their own self to school. And I said, the parents must be gone because the way they look when they come. Their hair don't be combed. And they get to school to eat. They come to school to eat. They do. They will make it there to eat. I am serious. I know y'all know this. I know y'all know some neighbors. I know you see some people in the neighborhood. I know you heard about other people's conversations, what they say about people's kids when they see their kids hungry. Sometimes they'll come to your house want to eat. Kids will stop at your house to eat with your kids because they don't have nothing to eat at home. Because this stuff is happening in the school. Children are verbal. A parent who is worried about where the next meal is coming from is not coming to their children's school to talk about the new program. They're worried about feeding their families, having a roof over their heads. Students must fill out a form to become eligible unless their school offers free meals to everyone under the federal community eligibility provision. Project 2025. But 2026 is going to stop all that, everybody. I'm serious. Trump's second term calls for Congress to remove the community eligibility provision and stop funding summer meals. House Republicans float a plan to cut the provision during budget, but it failed. They even tried to cut the budget. These Republicans ain't playing, y'all. Y'all better wake up and realize what I'm saying to you. They are not playing. You could Google it yourself. Congress passes mega bill that harms school meals program. Congress has passed the budget bill that threatens school meals access for students across the country. The Senate passed the measure with a 51-50 vote, with Vice President J.D. Vance acting as the tiebreaker. God damn, that is so true. The Vice President can vote. It was a tie at first. It was 50-50. That means the Republican and Democrat had tied up. Vice President D. Vance, the werewolf, he voted and broke the tie for them to cut the food stamp and medical and free lunch at the schools. I am serious of heart attack. The House passed the Senate version by a vote of 218 to 214, sending the legislation to President Trump's desk for his signature. Fewer children are automatically eligible for free school meals right now, but the families will be losing their SNAP and their Medicare benefits. Increase administration burdens on school already struggling with staff shortage. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. My grandson teacher was there on the first day of school. Now, his third grade teacher is his teacher for fourth grade. She's gone. I know they ain't lying. Something is happening here. Why is that teacher gone? She was there for 3 days. She gone. Shortage. And now the third grade teacher is teaching him for fourth grade. So what that tell you that teacher did? That teacher went to school and she went to school and she made up some extra experience. So that means, hey, I can teach fourth grade and third grade. So those out there that's still young, I'm done. I'm retired. I'm done. But the people that's behind me coming up, young, I mean 30, 40 years behind me, y'all get some type of experience on everything you can find. So when you get out there and start working in the working world, you'll be able to get you a job no matter where. Job here and here and there. Get all the experience you can while this orangutan is in office, because he's trying to fix it where he cut the college. He ain't just affecting the school, he's affecting the college students as well. I brought that out already. He's already affecting them with their grant. He wants them to pay for no more, the grant you get, financial aid. He don't even want you to have financial aid. You got to pay to go to school. There's people that have been in school 10 years. They coming near to graduation and they coming back for the semester. I read it with my own eyes. They were struggling to come back with their tuition. They didn't have enough money because they upped the price. That man is like a rat looking for crumbs, even like an ant. I'm giving you an example of how they look for their food. He's looking for every bit of crumb he can find in America to pull the money out so they can get that $1 trillion they want to collect. That's the purpose of this big, beautiful bill, is to get $1 trillion back from our United States so they can use it for them, the billionaires and trillionaires. That's for them. They lost money during the COVID time too. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Remember when they all went and started taking their money out of there when what you call those people? When they be down there with the oh my God, I can't say the name. They'd be investing. And then when that thing started dropping, they all went pulling their money out. People were losing money during the pandemic. That was only 5 years ago. So they lost some money. They're trying to make that money back. Then the orangutan probably owe everybody. The orangutan is broke. I'm telling y'all, he's a broke billionaire. He owe everybody. So he's trying to get that money from the American people, and he actually gonna do it. He already signed it into law. But we got some governors in different states are fighting for their city and their state. Governor J.B. Pritzker, Governor Newsom, they're fighting in Massachusetts, Maryland. All those people, governors, are fighting back, going to court with this orangutan about what he's doing to America. All these laws and rules he signed. That man, I heard the pages is 900 pages. If you go and look up the big, beautiful bill, you got a whole lot to read. If that bill is that big like that, what can you imagine what's all inside that bill? Everything is inside that bill. So what he's going to do, he is going to make the kids suffer just like anybody else. They have hearts of stone. Maybe they on some crack or some heroin or that fentanyl they be talking about coming across on the land. Somebody use some heavy stuff, because the way they treat an American, all this stuff is going on. And I see so far they haven't got here yet to Chicago. Yeah, they haven't got here yet. Yeah, I'm serious. This is what's going to happen. The governor shared early warning that states may not be able to continue operating SNAP following passages of this bill. As this bill is that the family loses access to food assistance through SNAP benefits, their children will also lose automatic eligibility for school meals, because you have to have a medical card and you have to be on SNAP program to get the free meal. You don't get the free meal because you say you got a low income. You don't come in there with no pay stub. They want to look at your Medicare card. Once they see your Medicare card, they know you're getting SNAP benefits. That's how the school registers you for free lunch. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys just don't know. It's a lot of people involved in this. Let me tell you how many it is. Oh my goodness. School meals are more than a budget line item. School meals are more than a budget line item. They are lifelines that help millions of students learn and grow. But as families across America prepare for the new school year, millions of children face the threat of returning to classroom without access to school meals. Yeah. President Orangutan Donald Trump's newly signed tax bill, which Republicans overwhelming vote to pass, sliced food assistance benefits, VIA, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, by an estimate of $186 billion over the next decade. There it is. I'm gonna feed my grandbaby, okay? Yeah, the grown-ups, they can make it, but we got one kid around here, so we're gonna make sure he eat. Oh yeah, we're gonna make sure he eat. Shoot, I'll starve and let him eat. Yes, I will. Dude, shoot. And then is that president? Okay, this was the orangutan done. 186 billion children is going to be cut off of SNAP, you guys. That's sad. The largest cut in American history. The devastating reduction will result in an estimate of 18 million children losing access to free school meals. The cuts shift the cost of school lunches to the states, costing them more than they can afford when they are already grappling with tighter budget and substantial Republican-led Medi-Cal. So y'all hear me? Yes. Yes, the Republican cuts. 23 governors warned these cuts will lead to millions of Americans losing food assistance. 23 governors are concerned about their state. I don't have who the states are that's concerned, but I have 23 governors warned these cuts will lead to millions of Americans losing food assistance. It's hard to understand if you never face hunger, but millions of American children do not have access to enough food each day. In a recent survey of 1,000 teachers nationwide, 3 out of every 4 reported that their students are already coming to school hungry. And I know they're not lying. They're not lying. They're not lying. They're not lying. No, they're not lying. Congress passed the mega bill that harms school meals program. It was the Congress, the Republicans. They outvoted the Democrats because, of course, they got more seats than the Democrats. Yeah. Yeah. This is what they said. Kids come to school hungry. Our children can't learn if they are hungry. A middle school science teacher for more than 30 years, I have seen the pain that hunger creates. It's the students who skip breakfast so she can give it to her little brother. It's the student who misbehaves because his stomach is rumbling. It's the student who struggled in class after a weekend where they didn't have a single full meal. Educationers see the pain every day. That's why they go above and beyond, buying classroom snacks with their own money to support their students. And I'm going to tell y'all this much. I have sent food to the school. Teachers, sometimes they'll send a note home and ask us to send some snacks to the school. And they're, oh, thank you. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm so glad you guys, somebody talking to Babe Solo. I had to get this out, Regina, everybody. Hi, Miss Regina. I'm glad you made it. Hi, Miss Regina. Miss Regina said, yes, when my kids were hungry, used to have kids come over to spend the night just to eat a good meal. Dang, I got somebody in the room that's on the same page as me. High five, Regina. I'm telling the truth, Regina. I know what I'm talking about. And I bet you these people in this room and those that are watching have seen the same thing, Miss Regina. They know this stuff is real. This is why I know this stuff. And when I start bringing out the truth about what's going on in this world, people don't want to hear this, Regina. They don't understand. They're going to come knocking on their door. There's a day you're going to go hungry. There's a day you're going to need food. There's a day I'm going to need food. There's times I'm going to be hungry. Matter of fact, I'll be hungry every day. I'll be hungry every day. And what I do, once I get that hunger, you be eating the food, right? And I'll be like, dang, I don't want this food today. But once I get to that deep hunger, guess what? I eat that food. Put that food down in my body. I need it. I need my strength. I need to stay healthy. And plus, I'm a senior citizen too. I got to be extra careful. What about the senior citizens? They got to eat. They get the snaps too. They on this Medi-Cal, not just children. We got a whole lot of people on Medi-Cal. I remember the Republicans in Florida, 74.4 million is on Medi-Cal and SNAP. And they are all Republicans. And they are against what they're doing. I read it to the class. Oh my God. I read it to the channel back in the months where they are against what Orangutan is doing because they support Obamacare. I remember bringing that to the channel where the Republicans in Florida support Obamacare. 47.4 million people is on Medicare and food stamps in Florida, and they are Republicans. And then I saw one lady, she was on a video, she said, oh, the orangutan had me to say, he told us that we weren't going to be touched. Now she's upset because she see that it knocked on her door. She thought the orangutan was not going to affect their livelihood. The orangutan don't care about no one. Not even the ones that's in office with him. He don't. If he wanted to hang Mike Pence, he would hang that werewolf J.D. Vance. I'm serious. Thank you, Regina. I like that for agreeing with me because this is true, and I know a lot of people in this room should know the same thing. They know they done fed some kids that be hungry. I have to. And wait a minute, Miss Regina, some of my own family members didn't get no food at home. Yes, especially when they got these young mothers. When they have kids at 15, 20 years old, they don't know how to take care of no kids. They leave them at home all by themselves. Go out and party. Kids be all left alone. It's real. Sean said, hey, Miss Regina. Miss Regina said, there's a huge storage in the school, random from bus drivers to educational. Yes. And my grandson teacher, what happened to her? Ain't nobody said nothing. They ain't told her she nothing. She gone. She was there. Now he got his third grade teacher teaching him. And he in the fourth grade. So this woman been educated to do both grades. You see what I'm saying? That means they got a shortage at the school. Yes, Sean said they are not paying people in the school system. Nope, it's not. Then the volunteers don't even come no more. They just have volunteers come in. And hey, Regina said, hey, Sean D414. Thank you guys for participating with Babe Solo because I didn't know if anybody was listening. And then Mr. Gino said, Sean D, yes, and people don't want to deal with other people's headlines. Regina, you know why? We could get accused of molestation. You got to be careful with people, kids. They can tell a lie on you, or maybe it will happen to them. I don't watch nobody kids but my own family members because I don't want to be accused of anything. No. I learned that stuff years ago, right before the pandemic, right before I got the age I am. I learned this stuff before my kids grew up. I didn't watch nobody kids. One lady dropped her child in my house, didn't come back. I was scared. I said, why is this woman not answering the phone? She would not answer the phone. So I took the child home. The mother was home. And she told me, she said, she didn't want to leave her child at home while she go to work at night. And it was a girl. And I felt sorry for her because she didn't have no support. It's a lot of parents out there don't have no support system. They don't have nobody to help them. And Sean D said, for 7 to 8 hours, they are not doing it. Nope. Miss Regina said, if they cut the school lunches, don't they also cut some jobs? Yes, I read it. It's in here. It said the staff is going to be cut also. I read it. It said school leaders are struggling to prepare for thousands of kids to lose assets for free lunch under the new law. Experts said the impact will be also on the will also be a benefit to students' overall health and so wait a minute, what was that? Somebody text me. I just look at that later. Somebody had text me. Woo, this is crazy. Okay, where it is. Okay, they said something about the shortage of the school. I read it. I went so fast down the line. Where is it? Okay, it's hard to understand if you never face hunger, but millions of American children do not have access to enough food each day. In a recent survey of 1,000 teachers nationwide, 3 out of 4, every 4 report that their students are already coming to school hungry. Our children can't learn if they're hungry. Okay, a middle school science teacher for more than 30 years said, I have seen the pain that hunger creates. The student skips breakfast so she can give it to her little brother. The student who misbehaved because his stomach is grumbling. A student who struggled in class after a weekend where they didn't have a single full meal. So that is educators see the pain every day. And that's why we go beyond buying classroom snacks with their own money. And I saw that too, to support the students. And I have seen the teachers ask parents to bring stuff to school also. Okay, let me get to where I saw what the shortage of the teachers. The cuts from the Republican tax bill will hit harder in places where families are already struggling. Okay, and where school nutrition programs is a lifeline to many. In Texas, 3.4 million kids, nearly 2/3 of students are eligible for free and reduced lunch. In Mississippi, 439,000 kids, 99.7% of student population were eligible for free and reduced lunch. Then it said there are real children who show up to school eager to learn, but are instead distracted by hunger and uncertainty about when they will eat again. American kids deserve better. Okay, the Nutrition School Lunch Act of 1946 laid the foundation that public schools are a place where children can receive a free breakfast and lunch each day. This shouldn't be a partisan issue. For decades, Republicans and Democrat administrations alike expanded school lunch programs, operating under the shared understanding that no child should go hungry at school in the richest country in the world. But the extreme right wing of today's Republican Party has walked away from the memorial conscience, ripping away these programs to give another tax breaks to the billionaires. The Trump administration authorized blueprint outlined in Project 2025 takes the anti-public education attack even further by attempting to gut the Department of Education. There it is right here, Regina. They're going to cut the Department of Education and to send tax dollars to private schools and promoting, oh my God, driven book bans and classroom censorship. Former Education Secretary cutting the Department of Education, all Americans. This is sad. Oh my God, this is sad. This is so sad. This is sad what they're doing. It breaks my heart. I'm almost about to cry. I'm very sensitive. But y'all just take care of y'all children. Please make sure they eat. Please make sure your kids eat. Sometimes you make them a peanut butter jelly sandwich, whatever. Give them something. You can find something good to give them. It makes me sad. It really does. And now as the Trump administration and his allies work to destroy public education, they also have an attempt to intimidate the National Education Association and over 3 million educators. We are powerful and vocal advocates for students. And oh my God, pointing to their attacks on public education. Last month, I'm feeling emotional. That's why I can't hardly read. That the effort to organize educators and our allies got on public education. The Trump administration to release $7 billion in educational funds it has tried to withhold. Together, we will fight forward for our vision, where every student attends a safe, inclusive, supportive, well-resourced public school, which includes nutrition meals for all students, regardless of race or place. We are educators. We don't quit. We will continue to engage with the school board, town hall, state legislator, and Congress to fight for students. These are the governors saying this. Public education does not belong to politicians trying to dismantle it. It's for every student, parent, and educator who understand it has the power to transform lives. So I gave it to you, Regina, where he's messing with the educators as well. This don't make no sense. Can somebody make this make sense? Goodness gracious. Sean said they're cutting breakfast and lunch out. Yes. I know they're cutting jobs at Regina. That's what Sean said. Regina said they are definitely not lying. I have a kid that comes in hungry every day. Regina, I'm about to cry over here because people don't want to hear this type of stuff. They don't understand. It's going to be knocking at their door, Regina. They think they're going to get by. No, they're not. This man is doing it to, did I say millions of people? Didn't it say millions here? I just read it. It said billions. What makes you think you're going to be missed out of this law that this man signed? He's still the president of the United States of America. It said 3 million educators. Those are the teachers. It said Trump administration and his allies work to destroy public education. They also have attempted to intimidate the National Education Association and our 3 million educators. They know we are powerful and vocal advocates for students. Their attacks on public education. They're organizing to attack them. And our allies got the Trump administration to release $7 billion in education funds it had tied to withhold. Trump then was holding $7 billion from the education of school. That they holding that away from them. So this is the National Education Association. They are speaking. They said, together we will fight forward for our vision, where every student attends a safe, exclusive, supportive, well-resourced public school, which includes nutrition meals for all students, regardless of race or place. Regina, people don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear this, but it's coming to their door. It just haven't knocked on their door yet because they still getting their stamps. They still getting their Medicaid. I seen a man. I couldn't even watch it no more. He was complaining at the town hall in another state. He said, "You're taking away my medical." He said, "I got a good job." He said, "But if I lose my job," he said, "how am I pay for my wife? She got cancer." He was angry. He said, "Right now I got a job." He said, "If I lose my job, how am I pay for my wife cancer?" He said, "My wife is getting scared." He said, "That let you know, Miss Regina, anyone that listened to me, that let you know people with a good job know that they can lose that good job." All things possible. You might be up here 1 minute, you boom, down here. Then sometimes you go slow. You could be right here, all of a sudden you go, bam, big old drop. Big drop. And who suffered the most? The children. The children. And I know, Miss Regina, thank you, Miss Regina, for being honest. Because I'm being honest. I don't get on here and I laugh and play and dance and all that stuff. But this is real life. This is happening. It's already started. It's already started. And some schools are closing. Yes, Sean. And they put all the kids in one classroom, piling them up on each other. Miss Regina said, "I'm thankful that our local school is growing, but we are a very rare case. Right now, where my grandson goes to school at, I only heard about the teachers, but the food is still happening. And the school is a good lockdown school. They have it locked down. I love that. You can't get in that school. You have to ring the bell and they can see you. And they won't let you in if they don't know who you are." So far, the school he's in is, but they still need bulletproof windows. I still say that. Put some bulletproof windows. But they ain't going to get no bulletproof windows because they don't want to pay for lunches. They got $7 billion. Trump them is holding the $7 billion. I wonder, did they get it? Let me ask. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to, let me see. Let me ask. Let me see. Did the Trump administration release $7 billion to the school? Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. No, my God. No, he didn't. Wait till I say this. Wait. Look right here. No, the Trump administration did not release the $7 billion in the school funding in 2025 until after it was initially frozen. I'm not making this up, people. I'm not making this up. My heart is hurting for other children. My heart hurts because we only got one to look after. One. He's 9 years old. Can y'all read that for yourself? Can y'all read that for yourself? Because I'm showing you. I'm emotional disturbed right now. No, the Trump administration did not release the $7 billion in school funding in 2025 until after it was initially frozen following intensive pressure. The funds were appropriated by Congress in March, but the administration placed a hold on them June 30th before their school scheduled release on July 1st. After facing backlash, the administration began releasing the funds in July of 2025. Details of the delayed funding. The initial freeze, the Department of Education under the Trump administration announced a freeze on nearly $7 billion in K through 12th grade education grants on June 30th of 2025, just 1 day before the funds were scheduled to be distributed to the state. He put a freeze on it, you guys. But everybody I don't understand people, why they can't see what we see. Or what I see. I can see this man for who he is. He's having a revenge when he didn't win, when President Biden won. Trump was devastated. He wants to be a dictator. He thinks he can turn 50 states and like Putin got his country. But it's not going to happen. Could it happen? Everybody's in court right now with this man. He done lost about 3 times already. Yes. Some of this stuff is so overwhelming, I don't even want to bring it to the channel because I get tired of it. I didn't even bring the protesters. They protesting all over the United States. I hope y'all paying attention. These people are not taking this mess. They're letting their voices be heard. But you got to let it be heard at the voting. You got to go to the voting polls. You got to get out there and vote, people. That's where the key is. Your vote is what's going to change America. It's your vote. Thank you, Miss Regina. Thank you. And then Deborah said more teachers are leaving the professional than entering it, driven by factors like low salary, poor working conditions, and indicate, oh, well, I can't pronounce that. Inaccurate source, teacher retirement, and many are changing career. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Sean said they really doing it to the inner city school. Yes. Yes. Some people don't want to pay attention to this. Sean, Deborah, Arizona, Amy, all you guys that are here and listen, those that are watching, this stuff is real. He signed the bill. You see, he played games with the $7 billion. He froze it up and wouldn't even give it to the school. Deborah said, I was a substitute teacher for about a year before I went to work for probation. Many students came to school sluggish and had not eaten. Many did not a good support system outside of the school. That's what I'm talking about. Tell the truth. Ain't nothing wrong with telling the truth. I had to feed some kids back when my kids was kids. But now I have just a 9-year-old. This is my great-grandson. He gonna get taken care of. I'm serious, because it's 7 of us gonna make sure he eat. We're gonna make sure he eat. We will make sure he have a lunch and everything if they take their lunch out of there. Yes, we will. And when that teacher asks for support, we give our support. We don't stand back and don't do it. Have y'all noticed when you go shopping for school, they have a school list, and you be like, why they want 10 envelopes? Why they want a big old thing of hand sterilizer? Why they asking for gallon bags? You know why? They sharing it with kids that don't have it. They're sharing your stuff that you buy on that list. 10 lists, 10 erasers, 20 pencils. They're giving to a child that don't have a pencil. That's what they're doing. And if you got uniforms that you wear at the uniform school and they throw a flood on your child, wash them. Put Downy wipes in the bag. Give them to the school so they can give it to a child that can fit those clothes. Because, uniform, they wear uniforms to school in certain schools. Don't throw them away or don't donate them to the Salvation Army. Give it to the school, and they'll give it to a child that don't have a uniform. No, the pants ain't worn out, the knees off. Give it to them in good condition. That's what you do. You don't give them no tore up pants, nothing like that. If they tore up, get rid of them, throw them in the garbage. Donate those uniforms if they in good condition. Donate them uniform. Help the school out, y'all. Help the schools out. They're going to need it by next year. We all going to have to wait and see what's going to happen. He already signed the bill. But all the governors, they said there's 23 governors. 23 governors are fighting this bill. There's 23. I read it. It said 23 governors. Yeah. 23. Here it is. 23 governors warned these cuts will lead to millions of Americans losing food assistance. Y'all better pay attention out there because it's in your state, it's in my state, it's everywhere. Governor Princer is my governor. He's fighting Trump right now. He's fighting Trump for all the stuff he's trying to do. He's tearing down America. The man has a revenge on the American people. He's got a revenge. He's angry. It's almost like he's a demon seed, a demon seed. A demon seed is the one that don't have no good in them. A seed from a demon. No good in it. Those type of people don't have no remorse. No remorse. I had to share that with you guys. And then the pantry. This is the last I'm going to talk about the pantry. This is the pantry. The pantry's going to be affected. The pantry's going to be affected. Oh my God, what did I do with that lady? She was talking about the pantry. What did I do with her? Did I keep her or not? She was talking about the pantry. I got to find that about the pantry. Where is the pantry? Oh my God. This lady was talking about the pantry. And I'm wondering, did I keep it about the pantry? She was saying how hard it is with the pantry and how it's gonna be hard on them with the pantry. And I was like, oh my God, no. So the pantry is like this. Food pantry brace for greater demand after SNAP changes. That's the last one, people, and then I'll be letting you guys go. But I wanted to let y'all know this stuff is happening right now. This is happening. Here it is. This is the topic right here. Food pantry brace for greater demand after SNAP changes. You know, 2026 is when they're going to go into deep, deep changes. Deep, deep changes in 2026. Sean said, and at the end of the day, they really blame the black and brown. Sean, you said it. Sean, you don't want to see what picture they had up when I got my information. They didn't have not one single Caucasian child in that picture. They were black and brown. I prove it to you. Black and brown. And I didn't want to put it up because I'm so sick of how they doing us. I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of how they do us. Why they do that, I don't understand. Why they got to always show black and brown people when it comes to food stamps, and when Caucasian people been on food stamps since 1835. They've been taken care of ever since then. And when Florida is 74.4 million is on food stamps and Medi-Cal. That's one state. Can you imagine each state? It's millions of people in each state. Millions. And I'd be like, what's up with that? That they got to make it look so bad for the black and brown people. They make it look so bad for us. Let me see. Here we go. Now, you ain't gonna believe this. United Kingdom is doing something too. Lord have mercy. Ooh, they're getting on my nerves. Here it is. Look what they got, y'all. You think I'm lying? What did it say? Wait a minute, let me fix it. Countdown to federal cuts to school lunches. Now look who on the picture. Look. Now one Caucasian child in that photo. That's the back of what Sean just said. I ain't racist, none at all. But who did this? Okay? Countdown to federal cuts to school lunches. Trump administration restriction on Medi-Cal and SNAP enrollment will limit student access to free meals. August 13, 2025. Look who's on the photo. Beautiful babies. Why can't they include everybody? What they don't want, what they think we stupid. They think we don't know Caucasian get food stamps. They get it. They on Medi-Cal too. Hold on. Hold on. Who was the first one to get Medi-Cal and food stamps? What race was the first one that started food stamps? Oh, I said the wrong word. I worded it wrong. The first food stamp reception was Mabel, somebody, a white woman from Roxford, New York, on May 16, 1939. While historic records do not specify her race, Maybelline is consistently identified as the first reception, and her race is widely understood to have been white. I ain't making this up. I'm not prejudiced. But they always putting the black and brown kids in the photos like we the only one get food stamps and Medicare. I ain't racist. But why don't they include everybody? Include everybody. Include everybody. What race is on food stamp the most? Based on the latest data from the USDA, particular of Supplemental Nutrition Program, SNAP participants are white, though Black and Hispanic Americans are disproportionately represented related to their share of the United States population. According to June 2025 report from the Food Action Center, the breakdown of SNAP particular by race is as follows. Oh, okay, there we go, people. Here you go. Hold on. You can see it for yourself. You see here? Now, there go June 25, report to food stamp. Now I'm going to go on down. Look at the percentage. White is 35% on food stamp, African American 26%, Hispanic 16%, Asian 4%, Native American 1%. That's their report. I'm not making this up. That same FRAC report, along with the data cited by the Economic Policy Institute, shows that while white Americans make up the largest share of SNAP participants in the total number, Black American, Indian, and Hispanic households have much higher participating rates related to their share of the United States population. For an example, a family of color is more than twice as likely to participate in SNAP as a non-Hispanic white family. You see that? Yep. I ain't making this up. Household participating in SNAP, those that are Black, oh my God, macho races had a significantly higher risk of food insecurity compared to white households. The white folks, they get fed. They make sure they take care of them people. All our lives, our people that fought for us, Martin Luther King, all these people, they're gone. And these people are still think they can treat us any kind of way. There's a lot of Caucasian people love us, and we love them. It's not everybody. It's certain ones. It's certain ones, people. Because my grandkids, their great-grandmother is white, and she loved us. Yeah, we have white in our family, and we love each other. It's not everybody hate everybody. That's how people are. Some of them raise their kids to hate. Yes. raise their kids to hate. Sean said, I was watching something about a player going to clicks out, giving clicks out, but he's black, but majority white. High school got them. See? You see that? This is what I like about my channel. I appreciate you guys to help me out. I'm not making this stuff up. Don't never feel bad about who you are. We are beautiful. We are amazing. We got lots of talent. We're smart. We're educated. They love us. They want to be us. But it's crazy. It's not all of them. It's certain one, like the orangutan. Those are white percentages. They are KKK. They hate other races. They hate Asian, Indian, black and brown people. And we're beautiful. Have you seen Asian, black Asian child? Beautiful. Beautiful children. That man and woman, they love each other. The white and man, white wife, black husband, they love each other. Else they wouldn't be together. Some of them lose their family because they love each other. This world is messed up because of people. It's people does this. Don't raise your kids to hate, but you still give them common sense to watch their surroundings and don't trust nothing. Still teach them what way to go. Still teach them. And Deborah said, let's address the elephant in the room. Many black and brown students are being affected. Black in slavery time, it was against the law to teach black people to read. Education is powerful. They don't want us to know nothing because we are creative. Look how they love our people. What did they back up, solo, calm down. Who moves out time for the ball? I ain't had this in a long time. I ain't had this ball in a long time. Calm down. Ooh, Musa. Okay, look how good we play sports. We can sing, we can dance, we play good sports, make beautiful babies. Yeah. But I'm not saying that I'm putting other races down. No, I'm not. But we got it the hardest. The black and brown. They're out there protesting, people. Y'all need to look at it. They're out there protesting together. The Caucasians are with them. It's everybody. We, the people in the United States of America. They're not separating. They're all together out there protesting for us. I'm not going out there. I wasn't built for it. Everybody got a certain thing to do in life. There's a certain part you do. Just because you ain't out there don't mean you ain't supporting them. We still supporting them right here. Yes. Why did Jasmine Crawford call Trump an orange orangutan? She heard Bang Solo say it. I'm going to say it. I was the only one calling Trump an orange orangutan. And Jasmine Crawford called him an orange orangutan in her interview. She didn't just say orangutan, she said orange orangutan. And I showed y'all that video. I was amazed. That means she watched my video. And she's a powerful woman, too. She should run for president one day in her life. For real. Sean said, exactly as Deborah. I'm not Dumbo, LOL, but very serious. Hello, Sean. Talk to me. Oh, I like that statement. Y'all go ahead on, you and Deborah. Y'all bring it on home, Miss Regina. I love what y'all saying tonight because I needed this, because I needed someone to be with me with this, because this is what's happening right now. The indigenous people of India with black skin are the pigments who primarily inhibit the east-western province of Papua and West Papua. They speak hundreds of distinct languages. They hate them too. They hate them too, Deborah. They don't like nobody that's brown. They say black. I'm looking at myself right now on the screen, and then right there, your writing got a black background. I ain't the color that. If I get from under the light, I still ain't the color of that. It made me laugh. But look at the orangutan. He falling apart. Look at that nasty stuff, Gun Green. Gun Green, the man is falling apart. And they said he put makeup on it. He covering it up in makeup, y'all. And he's swelling up. Look at his legs. Look at that man. He in pain. They probably giving him a strong shot. Ooh, he probably getting a strong shot. Them needles, I know they giving him some pain medication to keep him from, that's why you don't see him standing up that often. And if he is standing up, they done gave him some strong medication. Who is that? Baby. I didn't know you were here with Grandma. He is so quiet. Would you get some fruit? Okay. I knew I heard somebody upstairs. That's why y'all don't like up and downstairs houses, y'all. Earlier I looked around, I said, I thought I was home alone. My grandson is so quiet, but he's a good kid. I like that about him. And we teach him right from wrong. We teach him everything. We teach him everything. Yes. Sean said he need 2 elephant shots. He need 2 elephant shots. I like that shot. But you know what, people? I want y'all to not let this man worry you guys. Don't let people worry you. Enjoy your life. Live your best life, because that's all we have ahead of us. We have to learn to just, Babe Solo, I get up every day. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And I try not to let this stuff pull me down, because it can pull you down. It can pull you down. And this is the SNAP program. Have y'all ever seen any of this in the bag? Nah. They want to make it look pretty on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They don't give you stuff like that. Come on now. Nah. Yeah, and he messed up, man. Look at him. That's him. Look right there on that foot right here. He's hanging over his shoe. That man needs to wear some slippers. He shouldn't even put those shoes on, because they ain't got to put the camera down there. And he can tell the people, don't put the camera down there, but they gonna put the camera on no matter what. I wouldn't even care. If I know my foot was hurting and stuff, I wouldn't put them shoes on. I would not put them shoes on. I gotta get me some music. y'all. I gotta get me some music and bring my tone back together. I gotta shape up.
Yeah. It's a high five.
Yeah.
This for y'all. Remix. Said I know that somebody's birthday tonight.
I have to get me some music, y'all. I have to get away from some of this stuff. Right, Sean. He do. Get out of them shoes, man. You hurting yourself.
I know. I'm gonna
one thing for sure, I'm gonna put on mine. I'm gonna do some step too. Step in the name of love. 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 Take care of your kids, people.
somebody working out the shadow.
It's so happy you guys came in tonight. Yeah.
My dancing shoe, and I'm scared to walk. They go out and step in the name of love. 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 In the name of love. Until somebody else keeps me. I want to smile. to hit the floor. So cold. Turn me up. 'Cause it feels so good. Listen to the sweet.
Yeah.
To the name of love. 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 To the name of love.
I don't wear gators and snake skin shoes. They bite me.
Step aside, loving that, let it down. Step on it, bring it down. See you, the love side, step aside, step aside, step into step it down. Step on it, step it down. Step aside,
Yeah.
Regina is so excited.
That is so cool. I want to thank you guys for coming in tonight with Bay Solo. I'm happy that you guys participated in this in what I was talking about on the channel tonight, because it's for all of us. It's for all of us. And my heart went out to the families that don't have the food in their house because of the certain situation they're in. It could be drugs, it could be abuse, it could be domestic violence, anything that can cause families not to have their lives going well in their homes. Because that stuff is real. And help those that can be helped. Donate to the school if they need it when they ask for it. It's good to give. God will bless you. And don't forget, we got God sitting on the throne. So put your hope in the Lord. Pray for those in high office. Jesus said that. And enjoy life, people. Enjoy life. And base all I want to thank Deborah Arizona, Honey Bee, Joshua, Amy. I love screaming like that. I love screaming like that because oh hell to the no.
Set of tax cuts for the wealthiest.
No. Here, I get this man off my TV. They showing that fool on my TV right now, the orangutan. I don't have no respect for the orangutan. None at all. None at all. I don't have no respect for the orangutan.
Have a microchip.
Put my song back on. Shoot. Put my song back on. Yeah. Put my song back on. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to tell you guys I appreciate y'all coming in because I know things are getting different now. I know some people don't even care to come into the channel to hear what's going on in the world. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna bring it no matter what because I don't have no choice because that's what I want to do. And Deborah said, God bless the chat moderators and the host. Prayer, peace, and blessing to you all. And we mean it from our heart. We really mean it. Yes. And base all I want to thank everybody that came into the chat. I'm gonna start from the top. I want to thank Deborah Arizona, Honey Bee, Joshua Gabrielle, Amy, Sean D, 414. All right. And also, Sarah came in tonight. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Miss Regina. Yeah, Miss Regina came tonight. I love seeing Miss Regina come in. And I know she have a lot to be going on in her life. So do me. I do too. That's why I come on at night, because during the day is my time for babe solo. And I really enjoy my life, people, because I take the time out for me. My daytime is for babe solo. I'm retired, so I use my daytime for my time. I really do. I really enjoy my days, and then I come on at night and be with you all. And I got so emotional when we talked about these children. I seen kids walking in the snow with no zipper on their coat too small, and you could tell they was fixing their own self, and they had no rides. Some kids don't get rides to school. They come in all that coldness, and that's why I say it's real, people. The kids are gonna become. I don't think this stuff gonna work. It's not gonna work. It can't not work. Okay, they released 7 billion, but 2026, I don't think they're gonna get anything from that rate of change. But we will find out if God allows us to see 2026. But people, voting is next month, not next month, excuse me. I believe in March of 2026. It's a primary. Please go vote in your state. And then November is the last time to vote. That's the big vote. You know, for to get the people in the seat that you want to vote for. I'm not telling you who to vote for. Just go cast your vote. But if you want to keep the orangutan in office to do what he's doing, let me tell you something, those that want to keep the orangutan. You're going to feel it like everybody else. You are not exempt. So go ahead and play your games with the orangutan and think you're not going to be touched. Who are you not to be touched? That's coming from Babe Solo. So good night, everyone. Yeah, we're going to step in the name of love. Good night, Sean. Good night, Deborah. Good night, Miss Regina. Good night, Amy. Sarah. Miss Regina. Yes, God, I remember. Yeah, good night, everybody. John said good night and God bless face up on everyone. Good night. Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
DJ playing Williams.
You shot, I pull you. I put a rope on you, pull you. Don't stop, you left behind, Sean. Good night. God bless you until we all meet again. God bless you all. And stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Good night, everybody. God bless you all.